Okay, thank you for choosing this video. I am Diary of an Empath. This is a continuation of toxic relationships and attachments. I had my spiritual awakening within a very toxic relationship that was for like 4 years from a narcissist. Empaths attract narcissists like crazy, and narcissists just like latch on to the quiet, the low self-esteem, the nurturers. And I had this nurturer thing, like, let me take care of you. Like, I can like make you feel happy and complete you as I think that you should do to me, but I never received that type of love back. But anyways, it came to a stop when I've always been into astrology and horoscopes. Um at the time, I was in a toxic open relationship that I really didn't want, but I settled because I'm like, okay, well, maybe he'll like, I don't know, like love me more if I just sort of give him what he wants, which is like to see other women and then just like, I don't know, just everywhere. But it was very toxic, abusive, verbally abusive, uh physically one time abusive, and this is somebody totally different. And my awakening came into where I was at home one day, and as said, I was into astrology and horoscopes like deeply. And one day I was just like, let me go on YouTube and see the video kinds and see what more information that they're saying. And then once I did, I ran into Soulful Revolution, who changed my life, right? Before that, though, um, before that happened, um, the trauma of what happened to me before was still haunting me, and I was just really trying to forgive this person, but like it just still hung on to me like so deeply. And I'm like, I done forgave this person and everything, like why am I still like feeling so traumatized, and just it's still affecting me after I forgave this person. And because they say that forgiveness is like the answer to everything, I'm just like, okay, I forgive him. And then I just thought that it would just lift off of me, but it just kept on following me. And I was just like, okay, like I don't felt everything to feel like I felt everything from happiness, depression, suicidal. I just felt mentally unstable, just all like I felt every feeling in the world that like I felt everything. And one day I was just so fed up, and I was in my bathroom, and I really was trying to find out how to really get through this this trauma. And like I was just tired, like I was mentally and emotionally tired, and I was like, what can I do? And I will never forget, I was in the bathroom, and I was like, God. And then it just lifted off of me. And when I say that it lifted off of me, it lifted off of me. And I prayed, and I prayed for God to help me lift this heaviness, this darkness off of me. And when I tell you that as soon as I did that, as I prayed, it lifted off of me. And I never ever felt that heaviness again. That's when I was like, okay, like I need to get my life right with God. It's like one foot in and one foot is out. After this, I feel like God was kind of waiting for me to surrender to Him. Like, okay, like you'll turn to me when you are ready, as to when like your spirit is ready. Now, at this time, I was still in this toxic 4 year entanglement slash open relationship / toxic attachment. I mean, I just could not let this person go. But I'm knowing that this man is just not for me because he's not treating me right. Like I'm not getting the same that I give out. And it's like every time I tried to leave, like it just felt like a crack addiction. Like it just felt like, okay, like I needed him. Like he got in my mind. Narcissists get in your mind. When you are weak minded, people tend to manipulate you. It's like the devil coming after you at your weakest. Like that's the best that I can really explain it. And it got in my mind, and that's the toxic attachment, is when you leave somebody and you know that you deserve better and you see all the signs, and then something just still keeps pulling you back in. That's that toxic attachment. It's there, like they got you. Like he had me mentally and emotionally. He had me, and I went back every time. And I mean, like this is somebody who just totally disrespected me in my face, behind my back, and just everything, and was just really down talking me to his friends behind my back. And they was sort of kind of telling me, and then he was sort of kind of telling me, and I still wasn't even getting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just not getting it. But anyway, so the awakening came to where I was just tired. So I went on YouTube to look at the video horoscopes, and then I ran into Soulful Revolution. It's like God placed me right where I was in my life as to what she was talking about within this toxic situation. And she does tarot, and she was doing the daily guidance, and it's like everything that she said just like hit me like a ton of bricks. Like yeah, like it just made sense. And I'm just like, okay. I began to listen to everything that she said, and it forced me to really stand up to this person and say, look, I'm about to walk out this door. I done ran back so many times, left, and done ran back so many times. He thought that I was playing. I'm like, look, if you not trying to settle down, I'm still trying to settle down. Like, if you not trying to just settle down and just love me for me and only me, then I'm leaving. Like, I'll never forget the day to where he kind of was just like, bye, Lena, or something like that. And I was like, okay, once I leave, I'm not coming back. And I left, and I haven't been back. I haven't been back. Let me stop lying. I went back, but it wasn't the same. Like after I start to get the guidance from Soulful Revolution by watching her videos every single day, and she had really gave me the tools and was just really speaking wisdom and what I really needed to hear spiritually as to what was really going on in my life. It's like she was like saying my life like right before me. I never met this woman. I just like God guided me to her on YouTube, and I trusted her. And she had everything down packed as to what I was going through with this person, from the situations to everything. It's like she knew me. It's like she knew me. And I was like, okay, yes. Then it turns out that that this person was my twin flame. And what a twin flame is like a mirror of your lower self. And I was just like, okay. But then I learned how to cut the cord and how to leave. Me leaving that day cut the cord. When I did come back, the connection didn't feel the same. I think I went back like one time after that, and it just felt so like it felt done. And it wasn't easy. It's like when I left this person and I'm sitting here and I'm like watching her videos every single day. Like I'll go to work, come home, and just watch her like every single day and every night, and really use the tools that she helped me to really break through. And that was the most hardest thing I've ever had to go through, was to purge this person from my energy. It's like from a distance, he still had me by the neck. And like it took everything in me to not call, to not text. That's where my anxiety started. My anxiety started from me having to disconnect from this man, which I was toxically attached to mentally and emotionally. And it was just so hard. It was just so hard. And God had really guided me to this woman who I still watch today. Every, well, not every single day, but like maybe 3 or 4 times a week. And man, when I tell you that she wasn't just a healer who was just like, okay, well, so this is who's coming into your life, and this, like, she wasn't that. She was like, this is what is going on. Like, you don't love yourself enough. Like, just really just, man. And like, I wrote down everything. Until this day, I write down everything. And the more I worked on myself, the more of my gifts began to open. And that's when she was like, for a lot of you, you are empaths and you attract in these toxic people. I'm like, empaths? Like, what is that? And once she broke it down, she described me so perfectly. And I said, okay, the signs make sense. The spiritual visions make sense. And I was just like, okay, so I'm this spiritual person. Still not kind of even believing it. Like, Black people don't believe in this stuff. Like, we don't go through this stuff. So, so my spiritual awakening, like, you never just have one. Like, you just continue to awaken higher and higher and higher. And that was like my second one. But like the major shakeup, it's like the world shifted. My world shifted. And yeah, so that's how, by me surrendering to God, God led me to Tarot, and Tarot helped me to heal. The next video is going to be the tools. Okay? The tools that help me detach and let go. Okay? Peace and light.